My eyes are burning at the sight of you. When I see you, my heart turns to goo. But I'm here all alone on a mountain, and we're going to go hunting for fire materials. I don't know whether we're going to get through the entirety of this. I think we're just going to do the east and the west. We may not even get that far. We might just do the base summit and the west, and then do the east and the actual rest of it up north after that. I'm really happy that those barrels don't blow up loot, because that would have been rather unfortunate. It's nice to have a room that's just nothing but explosive barrels and a shit ton of treasure chests. I would guess this is probably one of those dwarf camps that they were just kind of holding on to all of their goods there that they acquired from wherever. But I guess the whole idea of this is that all of these beasts appearing on the mountain are all unnatural, and they're all being caused by what we find at the end of the game in the Marsh of Shalimber. So that's what kind of ties everything together, because all of this is atypical for Baldur's Gate. You know, once you find out all the Thieves Guild is controlled by a deeper thing, and then what that's connected to, you know, it's all coming together. So yes, the poison for Cusco. Poison specifically designated for Cusco. Cusco's poison. I am dead. That's a shame. And I didn't realize there was a giant troll bark behind there, so that probably is why we didn't last very long. But that is quite alright. But I do think we have to go back into the... Unless I did make the smart decision to save before we hit the ice cave. That would have been smart, but I don't know if I was that smart. Was I that smart? I was! Look at that. 5-headed move by a 5-headed guy. And that's mostly because I'm bald. It's not a 4-head, it's 5-head. You know that my head can be used to deflect lasers? I'll be deflecting lasers with my bald head every day in this game. Although I don't think Cromlech is bald. I think he's got a good set of hair on him, if I recall. I actually don't think any of these... I think they all have very nice woven hair. And, yeah, must be nice. Must be nice having a full head of hair. Yeah. You see, oh yeah, I've been waiting a long time to have those luscious locks. Yeah. Don't you hit me with that. He ain't gonna hit me with that. Oh, good, I can level up. Let's do it. Oh, and I get to do an ability score as well. Let's see. This is I think I'm gonna continue with the wisdom, because that gives me more perks. As much as it's probably smarter to, like, use strength to boost up all my Guga, I think it's gonna be I mean, I could also increase my armor class, which would not be a bad idea either. But the more experience you have per victory, it's just better. You know, okay. I promised that we were going to do an endurance. I don't think I want to worry about Bull Rush right now. We've already got improved block. I have not been blocking at all. That's probably another reason why we're in the shape that we're in. I'm going to add more to combat reflexes, and then I think I'm going to use the rest to improve my armor class. Very, very valuable items. Block. Ow. It still hurt, but it didn't hurt nearly as much as it would have if you got me with it. See? Yeah. And then there's the comparative difference. Ow. I don't like taking ice blocks at point blank range to the dome. That isn't my version of a good time, bruh. Down ye ogre. Pray for mercy from Killer Cromlech. Oh, good gravy train. And their range on these is ridiculous. Look at that. I'm so far away from him. That is donkey butts. Oh, Lord. Block. Block. Okay, he missed. I'm going to try and get these. Oh, I'm so glad I got combat reflexes. That's helping a lot with this. But so is keeping my distance. I am not going to fall prey the way I did before. I am not losing to these two trolls. I said one death, and I did not mean one death per video, sirs. You think you fucking naked twins are gonna fucking take me down? No, sir. No, sir. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Hey, you can't throw for shit. You're the Shaquille O'Neal of trolls. That's right. Put you at the free throw line. No disrespect to Shaq. I like Shaq. Thank God these trolls have loincloths, although those loincloths are stiffer than I'd like. Okay, alright. I've learned my lesson from previous excursions, and I'm going back to save. And I don't give a damn. I will leap my way towards this save button, and we're going to take care of this. I'm not even sure we're going to get to the other sides here, but we're making it happen here. Because we are actually defensively in a better position. That level up did help quite a lot, I think. But I'm not convinced that nobody's here. Nice little scimitar. Ogres didn't get there in time to be blown up. That's a shame. And I do want the chainmail eventually. But right now, we're in pretty good shape with the weight class. Oh, it's a good thing we did that, though. Because that did give us a little bit of a leverage. But we are running low on health potions. I consider anything below 20 running low. Because you never know when you're going to have to chug like 4 of them at once in order to keep yourself alive. That does happen in this game. You've seen me do it. I am always in favor of having way more health potions than you think you need, because a lot of the time you do need them. Okay. Chop, chop. And chop. And more money. I love getting more money in these barrels. That's the only reason why I hit all these stuff. It's to get health potions like I just did. And what is a game without going after absolutely everything you can when it comes to loot? Like, I've never understood the just, like, run through the game style. Unless you're, like, I mean, speedrunning is different, though. That's, like, an optimizing game mechanics. But if you're just playing a game just for fun and just having a first time, like, just doing the bare minimum. I get cutting, you know, avoiding cutscenes. That's fine. But I never understood just, like, doing the absolute bare minimum required. Unless you're just straight ignorant, like I was playing Final Fantasy VIII, where I didn't even go to a weapon shop the entire time. But to be fair, you kind of don't need to. If you draw enough, you can basically just use all of your draws and your GFs and win the game. Because that's how I did it, even though that final boss fight sucked. And a fun fact about the final boss fight of Final Fantasy VIII, I played that shit. I got to the 5th stage and then got wiped out, and I was so disheartened because it was like 45 minutes of a boss fight that I didn't play that game for another like 8 months, and then finally picked it up to beat the final boss and did it, and I have not touched that game since, even though it's very good. I enjoyed the game, basically in all its forms, and I played it on the original PS1 discs. I did not have a remastered version or an emulated or a Steam version of that. I played it on the PS1 discs, which boy, that was such an interesting time. A, because they were making games long enough to require 4 discs worth of space, but the fact that they ended up being kind of an iconic way to do the story for several years. They did that with Final Fantasy IX. They did that. They would have if they didn't go to 10. I guess, no, I want to do the West. I just realized, because the West is a bigger pain in the ass than this. So we will get down to the East. But I want to do the East later. I want to kind of wreck everybody here, so this is a bit of like a safe spot up until when we go up to the actual top area. So you have to go up the East and the West, and then you go up north to finally get to the peak. And that's where you get all of the items necessary to light the fire to unmelt your brother. Now, I don't know if he's your actual brother, but your dwarven kin. Where ye are all brothers, where even the women are brothers. And you don't see many dwarven women in the mining camp in this game. Because I'm told that they don't look that much different. But that's just I've never encountered one to be able to tell. And more wolves. And I gotta tell you, I'm getting pretty damn sick of wolves, man. Because A, they show up at like 12 at a time. And B, there is CA. It's really just the fact that there's a jillion of them that show up at once. Alright, let's take out the West. Now, there is a good chance that there will be some dying here. I'm going to try not to do that. And just come up and get her done. But there are a lot of enemies in this big, long-ass grid. This is a big map here, this Burning Eye West spot. But that is okay, because we're going to get a lot of experience doing what we're doing. So, but there will also be a lot of going back to save after fighting all of these clusters of ogres and trolls. Because there are a good number of trolls in this area. So you really gotta be discretionary. One of them just ran a fucking way. He's just... that dude didn't know how to... that dude didn't know how to direct where he was hitting. Oh, man. And he way overshot me. He airballed the shit out of me. Not today. Block. Nice. Nice. Alright, we're doing okay. Don't die. Don't die. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. No attack for you. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. And you're done. Oh. Okay, back to save. It's going to be a lot of this. We're going to be doubling back. We're going to be doubling down on doubling back here in Dublin, Ireland. Even though I've been rocking a poor man's Scottish accent from the beginning. So, because Ireland draws my ire. Ha 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 ha. Oh, no room. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That means we can recall. We didn't even recall the last time. Because we didn't have to, because we were just getting on the road again. But let's hit ourselves with a recall. Let's see what we get out of this. Never will you see such fine steel as you will in this shop. Let's see. What am I doing as far as amulets are going? I got dexterity 1, and that's it, right? Do we have a better? Yeah, I'm not doing intellect, because I'm not doing any of that. I already have dexterity +1, so I don't really need the bonus. Let's get all this leather shit out of here, because we're not going to use any of that. We need 10 grand if we want to have the Fine Club is not as good as the Masterwork Club. Spears. Oh, yeah, I should be hitting these people with the club every so often. Warhammer of Disruption. Spiked Masterwork Club is... that's better. That's better, I won't lie to you. I think I'm going to take the Spiked Masterwork Club, even though that one looks cooler. I think we've seen who we're going to see at a Club Disruption. You know, we got to close that place down. Andy Dick showed up, and that was the end of that. And if that's... anywhere that Andy Dick shows up is pretty much marked for deletion, I guess. Ooh, this is a tough choice. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this chainmail. Or actually, wait a minute. I should wait for the Elven Scale Mail. Let me see if I can... How much would the Scale Mail sell for? Would that be enough? I think it would. Because it's actually better to get the Elven Scale Mail, because it weighs like a third. And it's only 1 point less in the defense mechanism here. 28. It wouldn't be enough. I'd have to sell something else. Oh, man. Well, I guess I'm not really using the shield at this point. Oh, man. I hope that was enough. I hope that was enough. I'll sell 1 recall potion just for good measure. And pray that that was enough to get it. And yes, it was. By a very, very small margin. But you know what? I think it'll be worth it. Now, I did take a risk, admittedly, because I did not... I'm going to take 50 arrows and hope I can buy a healing potion. And I will actually get rid of 1 more recall so I can buy 1 more healing potion. So we're going to have to really learn how to block. Because I took a gamble here in getting this Elven Scale Mail this quick. Because I had the funds to do so. But it's going to really matter when we use our healing potions. So, okay. Let's see if the risk paid off, or if you're going to see a lot of dying and we will know that we have made the wrong decision. But you know what? Life is about living with the consequences of your choices. So we are going to do what we got to do. Now, in the upper left-hand corner, by a ways, is where we have to go. But that doesn't mean that that is where we are going to go for a little bit, because there are a lot of dudes here, and a lot of dudes means a lot of experience, and a lot of experience means leveling up, and leveling up means getting better and stronger. So that's our ultimate goal here. But that did help actually ease some of the blows that we're getting, because that scale mail was getting a little outdated. And we have now fully equipped the max possible and the best case scenario, I think, for our weapon fare, or at least our armor fare. And we'll see what we can do as far as the weapons are concerned. Glad he didn't hit me with that. Alright, I'm going to run away. And as I run away, because I'm not going to hit this guy. There's no way I'm going to do that. Block, just in case. Okay. I'm going to let my health regenerate a little bit. So I'm going to do a little bouncing around. And this is another good reason why, especially now as we're low on health potions, that doubling back to save actually doubles as a bonus feature of you let your health regen on its own. So then you can take somebody and lure them with a little pee-pee dance, jiggly, 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 and then just run and get them one at a time. Block, hit, block, hit, block, hit, block, hit, and done. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's move up here, do the same thing, and we're going to have to come back around. This is not really a coherent means of navigating around the map, but I have done this part of this map so many fucking times because of how many times I've died that I really do think I have a better understanding in this moment. But I'm really glad we grabbed that combat reflexes. That was a must. And another save. And we'll move on. And that will be how we do things here. Let's go fight this troll guy. And block. Hit. Oh, that hurt. Don't have a choice there. And again, I wish these... It's a shame that these trolls don't have more concept of fashion, is all I'm saying. Maybe to a certain demographic they might get some joy out of seeing a giant troll in a loincloth, but not me. At least not today. Got to get me in the right mood for that. And here we go. Come around here. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Killing an ogre, like I told you so. Didn't even get a shot in. That's what I'm talking about. Hello. And block. Strike. Really slow strike. Chop. Block. I'm cold. It's cold out here, man. Miss. That's right. You can't hit me. You can't hit me. Ow. You can't hit me. What did I just tell you? All he did was slide. That was a pimp slap, though. I'm gonna pimp slap at a troll. That's what we're doing here. We gonna pimp slap all these guys. Killer Cromlech gonna put you in line, bitch. Let's go back to save. And so far we are managing here without using too many healing potions to keep things on the level, but we still have a little bit of map to conquer, so we're gonna have to be a little careful here. Now let's block. Okay, well, good. That guy just shanked that toss. That one he got. Oh, shit. More people. More people. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I don't mind fighting those trolls one-on-one, but when they got goonies over there trying to hyena their way out at me here, no, sir. No goatmen are going to get the better of me today. All right. Now, where were we? Yeah. Back to our ogre fight. Ow. That hurt. Oh, I missed it. Oh, good. He hit the tree. I'm glad getting behind the tree actually worked. I wasn't sure it would. But there we go. There we go. Down he goes. Nice. Seriously, though. Get more loincloth. It can't be that you have that little material. It can't be you have that little fabric to work with. I'm sorry. That's just... I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I'm sure that you kill plenty of dwarves to be able to just wrap a little shit around you. But you know what? Maybe there's some sort of culture around not having anything down there. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into the clothing of my opponents here. But that's... I'm just saying, if they had some gilded elven scale mail or chainmail +2, I think they would be very happy to know how elegant they would look. I just want to class these people up. I want opponents of class, not of ass, because that's all I'm seeing right now is ass. And I'm not talking about their fighting skills. I'm just talking they literal ass. All I'm seeing is literal booty cheeks. Oh, God, come on, damn. God damn. And see, there's... Okay. Have we gotten enough to be able to get a few more healing potions? Yeah, I think so. Because I think we're going to have to make another recall here and just bolster our supply. But before we do, I don't know if I want to risk it. It's just a long way back right now. All right, no, I do want... Here's what we'll do. If we get overwhelmed or if we're getting close, we'll recall right on the spot. Because you could do it right in the middle of battle, too. You can't, you know, thankfully, unless it's a boss battle, you can recall if you get swarmed. So we do have that option to just, but the other side of that is that when you recall back, you are right in the thicket of everything. So it's definitely a give and take here. All right, we're doing all right, but I know there's other people around. Oh, shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going to recall. I'm not dying here on the spot. And my health will regen while I'm doing all my shopping, so that's going to help. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. Leather hat, leather boots +3 are close, but not enough. Wooden shield +1, that's, yeah, meh. I'll give that the big meh. Alright, $2 grand to spend on potions, that's fine by me. Hold on, let me get the one that I was supposed to have left. And now let's just spend the rest on health. There we go. How many did we get? 34. Perfect. Totally fine with that. Alright, and I have regained a good chunk of my health here. And you know what I'll do is I'm going to use those lesser healing potions to tide me up. There we go. I'll use the smaller ones so that way we can save time for the bigger ones. And now we can come take care of this guy. I am not falling for this today. Don't you dare. You hit me, but not by enough. Luck. Oh, damn. Those were 2 crucial whiffs. Nope. Alright. I'm just making a line of ogres. Lining up these ogre corpses. Come on. No, no, no. Get over here. You gotta get in line. Get in line, sir. There he is. You want to complete this cycle? Alright, let's do it. Gotta get over here, though. Block. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're a bitch. Fine. I'll just hit you. I'll just bring you out over here. So be it. And here I was thinking you were cool. Alright. More ogres. Told you this map was large, man. This map is huge. And we're now at, like, I think the furthest point from the actual objective. Maybe that's why. Maybe people just don't have the patience to go and fight all the enemies. But it is worth it to go off and hit every square inch of this place. Because otherwise, you know, you end up being weaker. You know, I like feeling like I've got a chance. Come on, get some of these ogres over here. Trying to lure these guys. Because it's a lot easier to do one-on-ones than it is multi-man matchups. That's the case all the time. You know, unless you're like Andre the Giant. You know, specializing in groups, battling gangs for local charities, that kind of thing. I'm sure some of you have picked up on the reference I just dropped, but a lot of you probably didn't, and that's okay. You should all go watch The Princess Bride. It's a great movie. It is a worthwhile movie. Worthy of being worth things. I wonder what its actual gross was. Like, how much that movie made. Like, especially at the time, because it definitely became more of a cult classic, I think, like, later on. But I don't know how it was, you know, perceived at first publicly. And, because I was just a few years shy of being born. About 6. When did that movie come out? 87? I think. It's one year in college, I dressed up as the Dread Pirate Roberts for Halloween. I was pretty proud of it, actually. But the problem was I went to a Halloween party also dressed up as Data from Star Trek The Next Generation, which would have been cool if I knew about, like, makeup sponges and shit. Instead, I just used my hands, and all of that shit came off and looked fucking terrible because I sweat like a beast. I sweat. It's a gift, really. You know, all it takes is to be just slightly warm, or that I've exerted some level of movement, and I'm sweating my ass off. And that has always been the case, so it made wearing makeup on my face kind of difficult. And all of the photos, of course we took a shit ton of photos for that party, and we didn't take any when I was the Dread Pirate Roberts, but for that party it's bad. Like, my lips are like rosy red. You know, I look more like Ronald McDonald I look like Ronald McDonald after a 12-hour shift pretending to be Data. It's pretty rough. It's pretty fucking rough. Actually, if I have a picture of it, drop like 5 frames of it right here. Alright, well, there it is. That's what I'm willing to do for you people, is embarrass myself for you, the fans. But that's okay. You know, that's nobody's fault but my own. God damn. Sometimes their aim is impeccable, and sometimes their aim is just booty, and I don't know what the difference is. I mean, I'm certainly not starting. At least I'm blocking now. If I wasn't blocking like I was last episode, we'd be fucking toast. Warm, buttery. I'm sure a slice of warm, buttery toast would be quite welcome in this environment. But that's, I don't have any on me, unfortunately. Ooh, I wonder what I just got. Block. Have to be careful. Constant rotation. That's how it works. That's actually the easiest way to do it. Alright. Thankfully, we have some health potions. Ow. Okay. Don't need that on me. Okay, and you know what? I haven't been getting them into running cycles enough. I've just been, like, straight up hitting them right in front. Reason I've died is that I've been playing stupid. Alright, here we are. As in olden days. Happy golden days of yore. God damn, there's so many fucking people. At least I'm able to lure them like this. Did you see how far he just threw that ice? That was like halfway across the map. Crazy shit, man. Crazy. Okay. Alright, we're doing alright. We got bodies. We got bodies. We got bodies. And I got them in a walk cycle. But the problem is these coolers are close. Where the hell did you come from? No, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Dude, their throwing capacity is ridiculous. I'm gonna shoot them from here. And, I don't know how many it would take to knock these guys down. Dodge. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Although I don't have that many arrows because I did get rid of them. I got rid of a lot of them, but that's fine. That's honestly fine. But this is where it never hurts to make sure you do have some arrows. Oh, look at that. Boom diggity. Boom diggity. All right, let's go back to chopping. Let's go back to Frederick chopping. Bam. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And we got to level up. Let's go. Well, what do we do here? We got 8 points because, oh, that's right. We saved one from the last time. That's why we had 8 the last time around. Let's see. I think I'm going to... Let's see. How do I best want to do this? I think I'm going to continue going. What do I got? That's 6 for reflexes. I got 4 and 3 here. I'd like to do maybe like a 3, 3, and 2. Kind of like we did before. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit death blow so they do more damage. Critical hits do more damage. I'm going to do another dodge. And then I'm going to use the last one on intestinal fortitude. So my health regeneration is boosted just a little bit more. And hopefully that'll be able to save my health potion count in case we ever decide to take the calculated risk like we did the last time. And we can save another combat reflexes for another time. But because our improved critical is where it is, those death blows doing more damage is going to make a difference. Yeah, we're already seeing it's taking its toll on these guys. I'm happy with all these level ups, man. This is why getting wisdom when you do ability scores is so... In my opinion, it's the best case scenario. Because it allows you to then get more, you know, you level up and are able to boost more attributes faster. So that overall, I think it makes the game much easier to deal with. And it also feels like you're getting rewarded a lot more for your efforts. You know, I think it's always better to feel like all of this button mashing and dodging and blocking is appreciated by the game. And boosting up your wisdom stats, a good way to do it. Block. Glad that didn't hit me. And block. Glad that didn't hit me. That did hit me, though. That hurt. That hurt, too. Ow. There we go. Yeah, that's right. You hold that block in your hand. Okay. Well, we are doing remarkably well here. We've already gone up here. And you know what? Just for the sake, I know that we're running a little bit long here, but just for the sake, of making sure that we do not lose this progress. We have taken down a lot of people. We've leveled up. I don't want to be the one caught with his pants on the ground looking like a fool. And it's not that that wouldn't happen. Not that I don't look like a fool on most occasions, but definitely don't want to be doing it when we've invested this much time already. You don't need to watch me fight all these guys again. You know, it was one thing when it was a quick death right at the beginning of the level, but this would be one of those series-ending losses. Even though I knew this was right here, it doesn't matter to me. Honestly, ne sais pas, because this, because I think it's worth it to just be absolutely sure that you're not going to, all of these deaths would not be in vain, and you'd have to go and re-kill a whole mess of people, because there's nothing more frustrating than having to redo work. And it doesn't really matter what context you put that in, whether it's in your day-to-day job, you know, you get a whole bunch of stuff done and then you get told to redo it. There's nothing more disheartening than having to redo something you've already done. You know, get it done the right way the first time, but that's not easy to do. And that's why it's so important to save your progress. Because, and that's why multiple drafts are important. You know, we should actually make a second backup file, but I don't think that'll be necessary. We're doing fine. Oh, there's another troll. At least I'm able to get them one-on-one, and hopefully we can keep this guy's running cycle going, so I won't even get approached to an attack. That's the way we like to do it. Come on now. Get down. Jump up, and get down. Actually, I'd like to see a troll bark jump. Or just a troll. This isn't really a troll bark. It's just a troll. Just a troll. Troll and Lockbird, bitch. No, not today. More chopping, more chopping. Okay. And here's a tree. I like how there's just these random trees. At least there are still trees over on this side. But I'd like to know who made all these divots, you know, to make this the path that it is. Was there some sort of giant eruption that took place? Was there a battle with sin here? Like the Calmlands? Come on. Come on, get over here. No. 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 I'm not dying to another one of these fuckers. That ain't happening. That is not happening. I'm glad you have such shit aim, dude. Alright, great. But seeing these Yeti tells me that we're very close to the cave here, which is good. Alright, no, no, no. Come on now. Come on now. No. No! I will not be turned. Come on now. Can you imagine if the Yetis kill you and they actually just turn you into a Yeti? And all of these people, even no matter what the size is, they spray you with the Yeti confetti, so then you forget who you were. And yeah. And then they make you eat Yeti forgetty spaghetti. And oh man, can you tell we've been playing for a while? Come on. Come on, get these fuckers out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to deliver you a pizza ball. Now that I'm in the building, let's talk Scientology. God damn. I'm fucking sick of these Yetis. I am sick of these Yetis, and I got so many more of them to fight before we're out of this area. Before we move on to the marsh. God damn. I'm making me use a lot of health potions here. Although I should be blocking more than I am. But see, that's the interesting thing, because they're pretty... Oh, god damn. No, 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 no. Their aim with the balls is terrible, so I should be just shooting these guys with the bow, probably. Because it's really when I fight them in close range that they end up being problematic. But that's not stopping me, is it? Nope. Alright, well, I know that this has gone super long, but we are not leaving here without getting what we came for. So we are going to fight these guys, we are going to live through this, and we are going to get this fire equipment. I believe this is the flint. No, no, no. Oh, shit, we are low on potions. We're going to have to recall again. God damn. God. Oh, no. Oh, fuck you. Alright, come on. I said we are not stopping until we get here what we came here for. We're not done. I don't care. Fuck these trolls. Fuck these ogres. Fuck these Yeti. You know what? I'm gonna recall first. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna attack all y'all once I get there. But I need more health. I can't go in there with nothing. Okay. Could have kept that scale. Mace. No. Okay. Now, what do I got? No, it's not going to be enough to get any of this stuff. I mean, a fine Morning Star would be kind of nice, but it's not going to be what I need. You know, I really need something like the Masterwork Morning Star. We just don't have the funds for that right now. And we got bigger things at hand. We gotta make sure we invest on these potions. Okay, let's see. How many did that give me? I wasn't counting. Okay, 59 is probably fine. That should be enough. Fuck you and your church and your Yeti, forgetty, spaghetti, confetti, and all that garbage. Y'all are fucking dying today. You are dying today. I don't care what it takes. I have had enough of you Yeti bitches. My god, these guys' attack is so fucking fast. Give me my fucking flint. Come on now. Get out of my way. I am so done with this level. This is why I wanted to do this first. Give me my fucking flint. Thank you. We've got it. We're gonna save in front of this, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. God damn. This is some frigid ass frustration right here. Alright. Goddamn, burning eyes, spare me. I want to put my fingers into my eyes after all that. Bing bong.